From the launching of the operation, it caused a lot of brouhaha, a lot of resistance from the citizenry. We've discussed it not once, not twice, and my position has not changed. And what my position was, I welcome clearing of the streets, the roads, because highways are supposed to be highways, and cars are supposed to drive freely. Footpaths are supposed to be footpaths. It's supposed to be for human beings to walk freely, to be able to go about their business. So all those things to be safeguarded. But then the issue here is we don't plan ahead, because when markets were built, they did not plan for the next 10 years, 15 years. And at the time a particular market was built, the population at the time, and if you look at the population now, at a particular settlement has tripled or even quadrupled. So as such, you will see the movement would be, different. So all those things should have been catered. And it's not only when it comes to the street, the road, it's in regards to everything that has to do with Gambia. We only do things for now. We don't plan ahead for future, changes and occurrences. So that's the situation, and that's our current reality. So now, if you want to clear, the issue here is like, I've seen people talk about, what there's space in the market. Like he's already said, in a particular market, there's space there. But then we all know people, they prefer to gain a because they want to be the first point of access and make sales. Instead of kuneka talk finger wara talk, those are claims being said. It's not me saying it, those are claims, right? But then you also have the people that are affected will still argue that plus amo. So it's a matter of ki buga bugam, a matter of ki buga bugam, only waraneku and all that. Now, Lolo start na, a lot of challenges, a lot of issues here and there. Man, from the onset, I've always been saying, okay, you call that why buga na gis njering bifaneka. Because when they def things like in isolation, at some point in time, you stop, you assess, you hold that energy be, time be, resources, you hamne, dugal nañ ko ci, jur na yokkute, jur na njëriñ. Waaye su dee gisuñ ci dara rek ñu xam ne li ñuy def amul njëriñ. And loolu moo taxoon ñu bëggoon pour indi leen fii ñu waxtaanee ko pour ñi seetaan ñu xam ne liñ doon def noonu am na njëriñ te continuer ko tamit war na because of mu ngi indi yokkute si askan bi. Waaye man li ma ci naxa rek as the woman I am and the activist, the human rights defender, am na certain instances yi ma dee gis it breaks my heart. The altercation, the exchanges from the vendors and the security forces, starting from the implementation, because this is the enforcement side that you're saying the phase 2. I'm sure there will be phase 3, phase 4, because I like it when you ask the question for how long. I don't think this can ever stop. I don't think it should ever stop. Because if it stopped, give it a month, the country is going to go back to how it used to be. That I can guarantee you. Because again, attitudinal change is required to make sure this is maintained. That is lacking. So, man, this interaction, like you've mentioned this guy, you've said, how but we all saw it because I like the operations televised, or they could film, record, whatever it is. Even though it's a little bit limited, in the implementation stage, it was more because you tune to many online TVs or proper TVs and you see it. Yes. But now you will see bena nyoko de topa because maybe interest be hype because ñu ci bari hype lañ de topa rir gi lañ de topa marirandor lolu xeyna wañé ko no moto ñu bari amuñ ci interest way amna ñu ko ne ko do way da nga gis ne ni nga explain a lot was not captured on the footings that we saw. You understand? Because you could see the starting of the confrontation where the guy was talking about dafa am ko mom, dafa am ko jinda, moto ñu taj ko fi koku la ñoo xaar ak yoy nonu. It took a little bit of time if you follow the footing until it got to where okay, we're going to go. No, when your officer started picking the stuff, putting it, exactly. And then somebody rushed outside and was holding the stuff, and you start the HO ak yoy nonu and all the durante bi ayo, we can say it was wrong pour mo ekati dara sa dur ko the officers. It's very, very wrong. Yes. And I condemn that. But however, man, I still feel door nako because dafa mel ni man rek ma ngi tok fi di wax all glammed up or whatever. Li ngey wax rek kula better rek mun la. Possibly, I'm not making an excuse or holding brief for the security officer. Possibly, su ko expectoon xej na mom tam du don just immediately fayeku. Waaye yene léegi nit na la def dang dey tip rek yow lu sa xel jox rek lolu nga dey def at that point in time. again, it's not an excuse. I'm just saying because nit na ku nekk dang day mistake. You know what I mean? So ñoom ñaar yëpp gis naa ne mistake am na seen diggante kii door kii. Why I have a problem? Not only 1 or 2 officers, it was more than 5 or 6. Both the PIU and the other one, the soldiers that came, you know, yanked him. Mistake na mom tamit what na nika di resist. Because I saw other people also who were civilian that also joined in. So basically it became like kuneka yange japale sa morom. You understand? So lima ñaax security force bi, let them do well when it comes to their crowd control. Let them do better when it comes to situations like that to control it and contain it instead of resist also with force and fight. Because ñam one kelenele lame ñam rek la amon. Togu bam do li nañ ko mu daanu fele nele. At that point in time he had nothing. But all those security forces, they had baton, they have tear gas, they have handcuffs, they have guns. So if you look at the situation, they were way more powerful, overpowered than that guy and everybody else. So like you said, you are trained or whatever, but at that situation, it really showed like lack of coordination and decorum, you understand, and foresight in the way to handle it. Because lolo muna erupt in something more dangerous and catastrophic.
Thank you, sir.
But you can do better as you do that, but also be more considerate and like I say, I watch you. You are more considerate when you talk to these people.
Yeah.
But I've seen other people.
It comes to their level.
Huh? Exactly. At the end of the day, this could be a I saw one situation. The guy was very angry. But when he talked about how if you don't take it out, you understand? How you said something. Whatever. The woman laughed. You know what I mean? I'm sure he did not even want his thought to it. But the woman laughed. So that is a strategy which I think they also need to adapt. But I saw situations where these women were humiliated, these women were harassed, these women were degraded, and at the end of the day, they will still be arrested and taken away, and not arrested, but their goods are destroyed. Because imagine nga arrest nit ki nga yóbbu ko ba pare lim yaakaar li nga xam ne foofu laa jaay du ci mun a jotaat parce que yaakaar nañ ko dañ koo jël rek sotti ko si pick-up yi or whatever. Take it in a way boo xam ne after you take them, you find them, you release them with their goods, and they're able to make something out of it to recover what they have lost. But the way that some of the people do it, it's undone, and I condemn those things.
Okay.
We can do better, both the vendors and the security force, because I believe the intention is for a better Gambia.
Thank you.
And it's for all of us, our own.
Thank you, Nenneh.
Thank you very much. I just pick some points that you have mentioned. We are very concerned about the people we are serving. We are your slaves, and you people are the masters. And we will never go against our masters. Whatever we are doing it with duty of care. The issue that you've mentioned about their goods, when you pick up the goods, I build the store to protect those goods from my own pockets.
But some of those goods are perishable goods.
Let me come. Anything which is perishable goods, we make sure that we protect them. The moment they reach at the station, I have the final say if I'm not on the ground. Because I do go for studies to now. I would advise them, particularly the women, my mothers. I would advise them, what did you own? Yeah. Akake nyanu nwenye musolu nkame for wolom civilian olomuntola masters wolomuntola bosti na uniform olunka ajo nka dun ka aljo alla la mo lekodo anu nintata silo kanka nyinno leko lumbina ntol fanan be kelal ko wolbe nyame so to nintata pour que walin nke walin nin bunya nin horomo ni respect ko le kan ila bagaso li kan info mentewon ngamra wala ka tariya pour ka tinya mentewon salatu lu jabolo ani nin fegol ni nyemuta nte ni mala ila journalist fele fa wayna na ngata because ni nga call ke sa foina nga stole dada ndolle fa ngo dada ka be dada nyanta nyimmo la fegol kala dami ni nata ni mari nata ngemi ni kay tela few mu fe nyaade leti niafo janni be fof en fole ikata wol follow collect niya collect ya bang nga chika nga dila nka diamu Gambia nolle doko kono fo moy ko la ku soto je wo min keta ni wo bitikitiyo teba bitikitiyo boytale anata ye apologize ndo fana na mol min fana yo action ke na tandira ko ye apologize because me aje camera kataram bulu mallafi kule ni moyta ya funne ko na nyine ke kala fi Gambia nol be yaje yo action ni kamin fo atata fo security council aman diyan na ke baliye mota fula no koy diate mantra sirin jam pour ke fasa biko kabri yente kola aman ke koy bolle kola kabri yente kumandi na situation no fanan ne tandila ntella mistake damu minti yo fon tolier ñun fanan na mistake damu minti yo fo woliel
That's good.
dol bi je wol kono ñaton ka ba dol badi wol bol kono le Sean sitale as family okay to kula fo mistake ko ani be binela kunkoto sometimes if mo tiyo min fi min yanta ko do dinela binela ko ka kuntule fabi ka aka kuntule so on to fala noje so yin tara wali kamin fo mo nan dora mi ya lon ka tiyanne ayelan dolbol
Okay.
sinyakli ye modola nyeta because wo silatale amanna la nye kama kabrin that day nkoy ko ni ala tuje alkana nye fenan jam koteke alkana nye fenan jam koteke afela ala abitinyanka wenye mafai ngadi molle ya be fara nkoy ya konte ndefa nga value nkoy na nata mba marila kodo chikala ngadia nga jale ajata nga chika ngadi na pia yola so itete mol bala abe balula dami yena ya tinyam because iko nga uniform oleto mbika okay mo kade mirawo
Okay.